Hi, hello, friends. Welcome back to Gossip and Guidance with your host, Hiromi, from wherever you're watching or listening. Thank you so much for being here. And I have my co-host, Tomadai, here with us.
Hello, little ladies.
Hello, little ladies. We have a lot of things to talk about. You know what I mean? We have the whole, TikTok ban thing that happened over the weekend. By the way, we're recording this on Monday. On Saturday, then Cheeto Puff took office today, and then guess what, guys? Guess what? To start off, because I am so mad right now, we just spent a whole hour and 15 minutes recording a whole podcast.
And it wasn't recording.
And my mic was off. No, ya me gasté toda la pinche saliva aquí hablando yapiri y nothing. No audio. No audio. Ugh.
I'm getting paid overtime today, guys.
Yes. Livid. The way I'm feeling right now is an understatement, but here we are. Here we are. You know what I mean? You gotta push through the storms, through the winds, through the rocks, through whatever life... to whatever life throws at you, because right now I'm so pissed off and I just have to laugh it off because there's nothing that I can do about it.
She was trying to find a solution to it.
I was like, are you sure? Are you sure there's no audio? Can we just start halfway through? What if my mic turned off halfway through? Can we...
Yeah.
I still have to go to the gym, guys. This is why I was about to take off. There's not much we can do, so we just gotta roll the punches. Anyway, so Carla's birthday was on Wednesday, so she celebrated it this Saturday. So we were in LA celebrating her best friend's birthday. Mira, hasta apagué la lucecita aquí de lo enojada que estaba. Dame un segundito, por favor. We're on air now. So, yeah, we were in LA celebrating Carla's birthday. By the way, happy birthday again, boo. You know, she hit that milestone birthday. La homegirl turned 30 this...
The homegirl treintona, dude.
Treintona la miss.
The second one from the group hitting 30.
Third.
Who's the first?
Amanda and Steph.
Oh, I was just counting the little group.
Oh, then second, yeah.
Who's first?
Steph.
Oh, yeah. So I said second, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know what you said right now. We're a little too livid to remember dates. It doesn't matter who. We're all this year. Doesn't matter who's first, who's second.
It matters. I turned 29, 30 last.
Oh, fuck.
Let me live my youth.
Ay, amigas. But yeah, so we were over there in LA over the weekend celebrating. Tuve una comidita en la amiga, un pozolito. And on Saturday, me and Sarah got on live, right? We were like, let's get on live one last time, because thinking TikTok was going to be banned on Sunday, right? Not realizing that they were talking Eastern time. So it's on Saturday for us. Yeah, I think it was because it was Eastern time. So in other places was already Sunday. So that's why it got banned on us out of nowhere at that time. No?
So Florida was probably 12. When we were at 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking other parts of the U.S. was already 12 a.m. And that's why it got banned to us. Thinking what the fuck? I thought we said the 19th, I mean, it makes sense.
Up. It does make sense, but it's not the 19th for me.
Exactly. Not for all of us, it was the 19th.
They should have said the 18th for certain time zones, okay?
You should have been more specific.
I was not prepared.
So we had gone on live, we're like, okay, one last live in case I guess bananas are banned, let's say bye to our peeps or joins our lives every single time we're on live to our day ones. And we did. We said our goodbyes. I almost got a little emotional, Yeah. And so we're thinking it's still Saturday. We're going to be back on live later. We're over here saying we'll see you guys later. And as soon as we get off, it's boom.
The app instantly shut down.
Yeah, the app just shut down. Sarah tried to get back on it, and it just had that note we're working hard, please have patience type of thing. And
it said something we have hope that with the new president coming in.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Bullshit. They already knew what they were going to do the next day.
Because it didn't even last 24 hours.
They had us stressed out, too.
Yeah.
They had everybody stressed out. They had everybody fiending for a few hours. trying to open the app and then realizing, oh, we can't use it.
People realizing how much they relied on it.
I know. People deleting the app, fucking up.
Yes. Oh my God. One of our amiguis, our online amiguis, literally told us that she got tired of seeing the app on her phone or whatever. So she deleted it because it made her mad. And now guess what? Now she doesn't have nothing because
to delete it. Now it's not on the
it's not on the App Store anymore. Like, it's not available. Like, if you never had it, you can't get it right now. It's kind of like,
you know what app stands for?
Applications.
Oh.
What the hell?
I thought it was gonna be like you were gonna take it as a trick question.
What the hell?
Like appetizer.
I was like, she really thinks I'm that dumb.
Sometimes.
Well, ditto. Guys, what the fuck do I fuck her for an hour later?
Fine.
She thinks.
Do you know who the new president is?
Who the new president is? Mm-hmm. Yes, Donald Trump.
Oh.
Donald
what number?
Trump. 47th.
He's the 48th.
No, he's not. He has two numbers on him. He was the 45th and now the 47th. Well, we gotta roll for the punches. I just want to say some of you guys, some of our listeners, viewers might be, for the Cheeto Puff and each their own, and some of you guys may be like feeling some type of way. I know it's a very stressful time, especially for our immigrant like family and friends,
and girlfriend.
I know it's a very like sad time, especially him announcing that they're gonna start like ICE is gonna start going crazy starting tomorrow.
There's gonna be mass deportations effective Monday. Today's Monday. No. They're off today. ICE is off. MLK. Tomorrow, Tuesday.
Yeah. So for the ones that are listening this on Wednesday, we are recording this on a Monday. So yeah, it's just a sad moment. I mean, there's not much that we can do or say. It's out of our hands. We just have to have faith and roll with the punches and see what these next 4 years are going to bring us. Let's just hope for the best. I mean, yeah, it is what it is, And we just see, I don't have much to say because, pues ya pa' qué, ¿verdad? Ya porque vamos a encabronar, why we're going to talk shit. I don't want to offend nobody. Again.
But is he really our president or Elon Musk?
Fuck that fool. You know what? Did I ever say that I wanted a Tesla? I'm about to take it out of my vision board as a matter of fact. I cannot believe him. I don't know.
Yeah, a few hours ago, she walks in. She's like, fuck this. Fuck.
Yeah, I was just like,
I'm done with the Tesla.
F this, F that, F this. I am not buying it because I saw what he did at the what is it called? The inauguration, whatever the hell. That sign he just threw out. I don't know. I don't mess with that stuff. I don't like people that spread hate. I don't like that stuff. I just don't like more division. They just throw more division and it's hate. Hate is just it's an ugly thing, and that's what's being spread, and I'm not about that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Do you have a couple questions? What's going on? What's the topic of the day?
I did have a couple questions for you, but you already answered them.
But I didn't know. But I only messed up one, and I'll say it here. Guys, she like we said, we recorded this podcast already. Syra came at me with the pop quiz, dude. With the pop quiz.
I did.
I was unprepared. It's kind of like when you show up to class, you show up to class and I don't know where the professor or teacher says, okay, today we're starting off with the pop quiz on chapter 17.
And you're like, what the fuck?
And you're like, what the fuck? I read 15. That's
yeah.
Type of thing where you're like unprepared, but you just have to like answer it. That's what she just did to me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you guys which one I messed up. She also even said, I thought you did better than I thought. She really thinks I'm dumb, dude. That's sad because I see her as a very smart woman that loses keys.
She's full of shit.
That loses her
Everybody has their flaws. Mine happens to be losing things. There's bigger issues out there.
Yeah, there is.
Thankfully, I don't deal with them.
Okay, go.
She might, though.
Ask the questions.
Huh?
Ask the question.
Oh. All right.
So the first question she asked was the president one, which she already did.
Yeah.
Which I got it right, by the way.
Where was... These are these are all over the place, by the way. Where was Lindsay Lohan born in Mean Girls?
Africa. Wish I got that right too, by the way, because I love Mean Girls. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen when like she comes from Africa? Have you seen the movie when she comes from like Africa? And obviously she's like, and then in a new place, and like she sees the high school like animals. That's how I remember, because that scene is hilarious.
What's that healthy snack that she was giving her homegirls?
Well, I don't know what it was called, but it was to make kids in Africa gain weight. So it had like a lot of protein and stuff.
Cliff Bars?
It wasn't was it a Cliff Bar? I don't think. It was a type of protein bar though, but it was to gain weight. I thought it was a Cliff Bar. I don't think so, but maybe. I don't remember the name, but I know what it did.
In what year did we have our first African American president?
I got this one wrong, guys. At first I said, well, I was in high school, so like 2013, and then as I answered, I thought I was like, no, 2009, but it's actually 2008, right?
Yes, I think so.
I was close. A second guess. I would have failed that question in class, though.
Okay. What does it mean to cancel a celebrity?
What the hell? To cancel a celebrity, kind of like defame them in a way, or for them not to have that clout. You're canceling them. I don't know how to explain it. It's like
I have
common sense.
I have multiple choice questions for you.
Okay. Oh,
A.
I like multiple choice.
Terminating their contract. B. Boycotting them. C. Erasing them from the internet.
Well, I'm gonna go with B and C, because it's both. You're kind of like boycotting them. You kind of like not giving them that clout, that attention, the views.
The answer is C.
Okay, that's why I said B and C.
The answer is C. No, you still got it wrong.
It's the same thing, though. It kind of can stand for the same thing. Like, that's the same way. When you boycott a business, what happens to them? They lose money. When you boycott an influencer or a celebrity, what do they lose? They're going to lose money because they're going to lose views. Kind of the same thing.
The quiz said what the quiz said.
The quiz don't know nothing.
No wonder you didn't go to college.
I did. Let's not say you went like 3 times. Okay, go. Why are you mad?
I'm not mad. I'm just holding back on my comments to not make you mad.
Well, then don't start. You want to fight or what?
I don't, actually.
Dude, she wants to fight. It's because we recorded a whole podcast and I'm making her record it again. She wants to throw jabs over here.
Anyways, what's an e-boy?
An e-boy?
Yes. I have...
Okay, go.
An e-commerce store owner. An emo young man. A boy with an edgy fashion sense. A boy destined to be an executive.
I'm going to go with C. Something about fashion.
A boy with the edgy fashion sense?
Yeah. Because I really don't know what it is. I'm just guessing. That one was a complete guess.
Oh, wow. I thought it was telling me the answers as I speak.
And it's not telling you the answers?
No, it's just letting me pick.
Oh, hell no. So it was a boycott. Oh, hell no. I'm going to fuck you up. This girl, somebody come get her.
Oh, I know. That was right.
Oh, that was right.
Okay. This one you should know. What's a simp?
A simp is like, for the boomers, I'm sprung. How she get me? Got me doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like you're sprung, you're all about your partner, you're being a simp.
What does clap those cheeks mean? That is literally the question.
Clapping cheeks mean clapping cheeks in bed.
So set.
Yeah. I mean,
how do you feel if you're salty?
Huh?
How do you feel if you're salty?
I was like, how do I feel if I'm salty?
Tired, in love, angry, thirsty.
Angry? Thirsty too, girl. Not angry, but shit. That's why a little too salty, bitch. Drink some water.
What does it mean to be a CEO?
By the way, these are new questions. These are not the same one she asked me the first time around. She only started off with the first 3, and then that's it. What does it mean to be a CEO? You're the owner of a business.
What does CEO?
What does it stand for?
mean?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I don't want to think about it right now, to be honest.
Babe, you're about to hit 30 this year. You need to know this word.
Yes, I do know it. It's somewhere in these files that I don't want to dig
So
through.
what is it?
I don't know.
What is it?
All right, CEO. Executive something.
You said with the E. You're missing.
Yeah.
What about the C and the O?
I don't know, babe.
Chief Executive Officer.
I knew it. I fucking knew
You
it.
just said you don't know.
I told you I didn't want to dig through my files.
You didn't
dude.
freaking know.
Yes, I did. Executive was going to take me somewhere.
It took you nowhere. Let me tell you.
Because I decided not to take me nowhere. There, I'm serious.
Dated Leo, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Okay, I didn't fucking know. I remember. I know it at some point. I swear it. I've said it before. I just forgot.
When something's fire, it's what?
On fire. Just kidding. Like it's good. You know what I mean? Like
It's fire.
yeah, like it's fire. Like some people are like, oh damn, that song is fire. Like it's good. Or like damn, that burger is fire.
So which one of these options would you pick?
Okay.
A, lit. B, groovy. C, loaded. D, a gas. E, fresh. F, awesome.
Awesome.
So it's fire. It's awesome.
Well, none of them. Lit means like you're fucking lit. Like that party was good. The party was lit. I was
The
lit.
party was fire.
So is it gonna be the same thing as fire?
I don't know. Next question.
Yeah.
What's a glow up?
When you used to be Betty La Fea, and then you had a makeover and you had a glow up.
What's Betty Las Feas' real name?
There's 2 Betty La Feas, but the
Ninel.
Mexican one is. Everybody tells me I look like her too.
Ninel?
No, ni Nicole de well, Angelica Vale.
Angelica Vale. So
That's the
glow up
Mexican
is
Betty.
going from Letty to Angelica Vale.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, that's enough questions for the day. You got an F. Sorry, not sorry.
You know what? She doesn't get to rate me. You guys rate me. Because
She did not-
You always wants to see me fail. Like, how do I get an F? I would have passed that, at least with the B plus.
She would definitely not pass it. She's trying to pick 2 options at a time. It doesn't work.
It's because those are stupid multiple questions. Like, what the fuck?
You don't make the rules.
Okay, which one was the fire one? What was that actual?
It didn't tell me the answer.
How she quizzing me? She don't got the answers. What the hell? So in that case, I passed them all.
She got to fail.
Nah, I disagree, girl. All right, so we going to the story of the day today, or what?
Yeah, hold on, it's loading.
Oh wait, did we even really talk about like the TikTok ban and how it had us?
I don't remember what we said.
Let me go back to that because I think we skipped it, and I had a lot of things to say about that. The whole like thing that happened this weekend. I feel like it was a distraction of bigger things that are actually like happening around the world, you know, like how they gonna ban it for 16 hours and be back the next day with a little note that said all efforts to Donald Trump, like when he's the one that wanted to get banned back in 2020. But all of a sudden, because he saw how good he won by 36 points in youth because of TikTok, all of a sudden he wants to keep it. And then they banned it for 16 hours. I don't know, it's a little sus. I feel like it was more of a distraction. Again, this is my opinion. You do not have to agree with that. But I feel like it was a distraction for bigger things, you know, because what was everyone talking about? TikTok. Everybody, even my mom was like, what am I going to do with Daddy? What am I going to do now? You know what I mean? That's why everybody was talking about. That's what it was on everybody's For You page. But there's literally bigger issues in this world going on. You know, a lot of people are saying that Mr. Beast wants to buy it. That Mark something wants to buy it. Elon Musk wants to buy it. Donald Trump wants to buy it. Everybody in the mamas wants to buy it. But honestly, in my personal opinion, I would rather get it banned than for it to be bought up. What do you think?
About getting it banned?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have it banned than being bought out. It's
Why?
not the same. Because it's not the same. It's just going to be regulated. Regulated
like
media.
everything else.
Like everything else. That's why Instagram's not popping. That's why Shorts is not popping. Like if you notice, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat all have their own version of TikTok. So there's the Reels, there's Shorts, and then there's Spotlight on Snapchat. Mm-hmm. Why do you think it's not as popping as Instagram? Instagram has a different algorithm where it's not.
You mean TikTok?
TikTok has a different algorithm where it's not regulated and it's not shadowing you when you speak about certain topics, like the way that Instagram does. Instagram, God forbid you speak about a election or like your side of a party, red team, blue team, whatever. You usually don't get the same amount of views as you were to get on TikTok because it is so much more regulated, and that's what people are fighting for. It's not as easy as sell it. Like when a content creator is like, a content creator prefers for it to be banned is because they know that the algorithm is different. They know that without it, it's kind of like using Reels, and who really watches Reels? Sometimes I'll get stuck on them, but it's not the same. Like,
and the content is different. Like I feel like Instagram's a little more sexualized.
Sexualized, more about look, more aesthetic. I think Instagram is more like aesthetic, more sexualized, more one-sided, obviously more regulated.
Those are the kind of videos that are being pushed out more.
Mm-hmm. TikTok is more personality, raw, relatable, your opinion. It teaches you things. It
actually gives you freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech is insight. You learn about the news around the world faster than you would learn it on ABC News. And in both sides of a relationship, let's put it in terms of relationship. When you hear a story from her side, let's say we have an argument, you hear her side, you hear my side, but you don't hear my side. So obviously you're going to take her side. That's what the news outlets do. They give you what their side wants you to hear. They don't give you both of the sides. And
then for you to just create your own opinion.
And I think TikTok gives you both sides. It gives you her side of the story. It gives you my side of the story, and it allows you to decide for what you believe in, for what you think is morally right or morally wrong, whatever it is, instead of feeding you lies or feeding you a perspective that isn't even real.
They want you to believe.
That they want you to believe just to control you, to have America under their control, pretty much.
And that's what the CEO of TikTok has been fighting for, like freedom of speech. You're taking away their freedom of speech. But anyways, like, again, they just want us to be controlled. That's what it's all about. And that's why they want to take it away, because they're feeling threatened, which, I mean, shoot, I don't blame them. If I was them, I would be feeling threatened too.
Yeah.
Because... And not just that, I feel like I've learned so much more on TikTok than I ever did, like when I was in freaking high school or middle school, like history wise. Like, and I literally follow this girl that just talks about history, and I let me tell you, I never thought history was interesting. I hated history in class, in school. Now I can sit there and watch a whole video because I'm like, oh wow, this is interesting.
The way somebody gets creative to teach it, huh? Yeah. Personally, my feed is more like on the. I learned a lot about taxes, things that should be taught in school. I learned that on TikTok. They
don't teach you about credit scores.
Taxes,
credit cards, how to handle them, how to manage them.
Not all debt is bad debt. You also learn things that you typically would not learn inside of school. Some things that you should have learned through your parents, but unfortunately, maybe you grew up without the parents. So you have people on TikTok that literally dedicated their lives. Like, I remember there was this guy that would teach, his goal was to teach young men how to like do things that men are supposed to do. So like he would teach like, hey, like if you don't have a dad, like let me teach you how to do an oil change. And he'd do a video of how to do an oil change. Like stuff like that.
Same thing, like some girls learn how to cook because of TikTok.
The cooking. That's where I've picked up a few cooking things here and there. It's so easy to follow, you know. It's like 1 minute, so straight to the point. You don't have to read a full-on article just to find where the directions are at.
Yeah.
So I think it benefits everybody but the government. That's why they don't want it.
Yes.
But
and anyways, again, it's a whole ass distraction from bigger things though, because everybody was so worried about getting a band when there's bigger issues, especially happening tomorrow. So I know a lot of us are scared for our family and friends, and let's just keep them in our prayers and let's just hope for the best.
Example, whenever there's like an ice going to in a certain spot, like on TikTok, it's so quick for you to just find out like where it's at that day, or even your rights. Like there's lawyers on there telling you your rights, because unfortunately not many people know their rights, you know, and you get, once you see somebody in uniform, you get scared, you know. And so I also like that there's people that are lawyers, attorneys, or know about the stuff that are informing everybody. Yeah, because as Mexicans, well, I know not everybody here is Mexican, but in my Hispanic household growing up, we were taught to respect authority, right? So as soon as like there's a cop around or behind you or pulling you over, like the way you were raised causes fear within you, because it's authority and you're supposed to respect it and you're not supposed to question them.
And not just respect. They teach you how to be scared.
Yeah, they teach you how to be scared. And I realized that when I was hanging out with Cheyenne a lot, because she was the one who told me, she's like, my dad always raised me to question authority. No matter how buff you are, you always have to question authority, because just because they have power doesn't mean they're right.
Yeah.
And then I grew up like whatever they say goes. If they tell you to do that, you do it. If they want you to get out of the car, you do it. And she grew up with, why am I gonna get out of the car? And obviously they're more knowledgeable about their rights than my parents are. So, you know, it's just stuff like that you learn on TikTok.
Yeah, guys. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about. And also, I know the last time we said that we were happy that we hit 400K on TikTok. And obviously, we're still happy. We are a little more happy now than before, even though not fully, because this whole thing is still up in the air. But yeah, my opinion and I will still the same. Even though it will affect us, especially Syra, I feel like I would rather to get banned than for it to be bought out, to be honest. Just because it just won't be the same, you know? It's just not be the same.
It's going to be a whole different ballpark.
Earlier, I had said, like, it's kind of like when you break a bone and it recovers, and it's never going to be the same, though. It's been fractured. I feel like that's kind of how it will be if it gets sold. It's not going to be the same, but who knows what's going to happen. All we can do is wait and see. But let's see. Let's hear the little lady's forms today.
Okay, so homie is 26. A little backstory. I am currently in a relationship with a masked lesbian for about 2 years now, and we've been together about 3. Before, I would date femme lesbians because that is what I was attracted to. My current partner is very masculine presenting, but was the love of my life when I was a teenager. We lost touch but reconnected, and it felt like fate for a bit. Together we connected really good, but our sex life is not that great. For these 3 years, she has been a big touch-me-not lesbian, and I'm used to being really dominant in my previous relationships.
He's having a dream.
Where is he at? You scared me, my baby.
He's having a nightmare.
You're having a little dream? Were we together or not?
She's like, no, that's why I was having a nightmare.
Morgan. For these 3 years, she has been a big touch-me-not lesbian, and I used to be the dominant one in my previous situationships. I respect boundaries and her wishes, but I feel like our spark has been dying because of this. Am I a bad person for wanting her to give me more? Also, I'm a Pisces. Las quiero mucho, amigas. My favorite influencers.
No, stop it right now. No, don't make me blush, girl. We're her favorite influencers. Nah, amiga, thank you so much. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for your support. And thank you for submitting that form. You know, it's not easy to share certain things like that, especially when it comes to like intimacy, because we're taught that that's private, you know, that's private, that should be kept between you and your partner and all that. So again, thank you for sharing it. I'm gonna let you start. What do you think about this?
Well, my thought on this is very like
straight to the point.
Straight to the point. It's very black and white.
Okay,
I don't think there's really a gray area. The gray area for me would be like, I guess, bring it up if you haven't already. And it sounds like she has, because she has said something that she respects boundaries. So I'm assuming like the boundaries were set on that girl's side, you know?
Yeah.
But if you haven't like mentioned to her like how it makes you feel, then I guess that would be the gray area where you would bring it up to her. But I think that is a big black and white. I think that that's not your cup of tea and that's not her cup of tea. So if it's gotten down to the point where it's affecting the relationship that bad, I think you need to break up with her. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to me, because you can tell her like, hey, like I want to do this. And say, for example, she's like, yeah, let's give it a try, right? Number one, you don't know how she's going to be feeling in the moment. Maybe nervous, maybe who knows how she's going to be reacting. To me, it just feels like it's going to be something more forceful. And in that in a sexual situation, you don't want it to feel forceful. You don't want the person to feel like that.
I know that it's not easy as like just break up, obviously, because there's a lot more than just intimacy. Like you have, like you said, you guys have a great connection. You guys get along. So it's more than just like the intimacy that's getting in the way. So it's not as easy as like breaking up. But like Syra said, talk to your partner if you haven't already, and if you have, just kind of express a little more how it's really making you feel, because from the sounds of it, like you're not fully enjoying your guys's sex, you know, like you're kind of like, it's good but it's not great. And like, why wouldn't you want your sex to be great? I know a lot of people is like, oh, it's not all about sex or intimacy. No, it's not. You're right. It's a relationship comes together with a lot of things. It comes like the connection, how well you guys get along, the sexual affection, you know, the intimacy, the same goals in life. You know what I mean? Like a relationship, it's a bunch of little things, but the intimacy part, it's a huge part of a relationship, because it's one of the things that makes you feel close to your partner. You know, it's one of the things that makes you feel really close to your partner. And sometimes when you don't have that, or you're not fully enjoying it, or it's not great, like you said, it can really like start dimming that connection a little. Like you said, you feel like you're losing the spark, and that's not good. Meaning you're finding it boring. You're not enjoying that part of that relationship. So you're seeing her more as a friend at that point. And I get it. It's not your fault nor her fault. You like what you like. She likes what she likes. Everyone is different, you know? It's kind of like food. Like when it comes to food, I like a lot of sauces in my food. I'm a saucy girl. Syra's not really. So I like what I like. She likes what she likes, you know? But also it comes like, again, to communicating that with your partner. Like maybe you guys can meet somewhere in the middle, or like 70-30, you know, something. Maybe she can give you a little something that you might need, because again, we all have our own little like kinks in the bedroom, you know, that fully satisfied us. Like you might, you know what I mean? Like you said, you're so used to taking control, or like 50-50 or whatever. You're not used to someone being, don't touch me at all. And so then that's not fully satisfying you. And that is okay. That is 100% okay. The way you are feeling is valid. but the way that she feels is also valid. And it's something that you guys need to figure out, because if you guys don't figure this out, again, that light, that spark is going to end up just shutting off forever, and it's just not going to work out. And I know that you like this person, or else you wouldn't be submitting this form and expressing the way that you feel. So it's not like you just want to let it go, because if it was that easy, as Sarah said, like just break up, you would have done it. So you love this person. It's just something that you guys need to figure it out because it's also affecting you, and you're not finding the bedroom part of your relationship as fun anymore. It's what I'm getting from the form that you submitted. So it's something that you guys need to discuss and then go from there, see what can be done, what can be changed a little bit, because also you don't want to make her feel uncomfortable, and that's not her thing. And it's becoming boring for you. Maybe you enjoyed at the beginning. Maybe you're like, oh, I can do this, take control. But then there is that part of you that also, again, you are a lesbian, right? You want to also be able to satisfy your woman, but that might not satisfy her, and that's why she's not a touch me not. Or in some cases, she can be the type of mass that it just can come down to the person that they are. And I'm not saying this is your case, but I have known mass presenting person, like woman, that in one relationship they were like, do not touch me, and then they date another person and they're like, they're okay with being touched. So sometimes it depends on who they're with. So I'm not saying this is your case, but it can be a possibility. So again, that's something that you will figure out once you communicate with your person. But also don't make your person feel like I guess, like they can't express that part of themselves or why they're the way they are. Have they always been like that? Or is it you? Or, you know what I mean? Like, just something that you guys need to figure out. And I hope that you guys can figure it out. Because, again, I know that the bedroom is not the main thing in a relationship, but it's one of them. It's not all about that, but it has a huge part in your guys' connection. And I'm sorry, being sexually frustrated, it can be a lot emotionally too. Like, you might not feel like you're enough sometimes, or you might not be getting fully satisfied, and it can be a little frustrating and sad when you're like, you love this person, but they're not satisfying that one part that actually means a lot, because being satisfied in the bedroom comes with your emotions, your hormones too, you know what I mean? And sometimes when it's not being fully satisfied, it can lead you to having intrusive thoughts to it can lead to cheating. It can literally lead to cheating if unfortunately. So before it goes there, it's something that you guys need to figure out together.
That's why I said break up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. It's not that easy for it to walk away. But if you are having those thoughts, you know what, I'm getting my ojo is going somewhere else, or I'm just gonna go get satisfied somewhere else. No, it's something that you need to figure out before it gets to that point. I'm not saying, like Cyrus said, just break up. I know it's not might that be that easy, or else you would have done it.
Yeah, it's easier said than done, obviously. But if you really sit down and think about it, assuming you had the conversations already. If you really sit down to think about it, if you had conversations, nothing has changed because you clearly still feel the same way, then all you're doing is building up resentment. All you're doing is crushing your relationship little by little. So that's why I say break up. Just break up. If I get that you love the person, I get that this person is perfect in every aspect. But if that's that important to you, and if that's really affecting you outside of the bedroom, because it sounds like it's not just in the bedroom now it's affecting outside of it. It's killing the spark, you said. It's killing the spark. So why, to me, it's why even bother at that point? Just bounce. Because
a spark can be re-sparked, girl. That's why. A spark can be re-sparked. It just requires
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Assuming that they've already talked and nothing happened, there's no change.
Again, she might not change, and maybe that's when you need to rethink if you should continue this relationship or not, because maybe this gets resolved for a few months and then you start feeling like that again because you're not getting fully satisfied. Again, that's maybe if she says no, there's no way, I would never allow you, I can never do that, and that is okay. She's entitled to that, and it's okay. But maybe that's if it's affecting you in the way you're feeling, then maybe it's something that you need to sit back and rethink and be like, okay. And you might think in the moment, okay, it's okay, I can get past this. But no, amiga, you cannot. If you're already feeling like this, you're going to feel like this again in a few months. So, again, if you, like Sarah said, if you guys already had the conversation, she said, nope, it's going to continue to affect you. It's never going to go away because, again, you're not getting fully satisfied in that part of your relationship.
And what was a small problem could turn into a big problem.
Yes. But I hope that you guys can figure it out. I wish you the best. You know, again, like when I give these types of advices, I'm not telling you guys to break up. I do hope that you guys figure things out. And what's meant to be will be. And I hope that you guys can communicate that to each other and not each one take it personal. Because at the end of the day, you guys met like that, you know? I'm sure she knew that you were more into girliers. And I'm sure you expressed what you liked and she told you what she liked and you guys were down to try it, but it's okay. Like, that's why it's called trying something out, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, you know? But again, I just really do hope that things do work out for you guys and that you guys get to figure this out.
Yeah, hopefully. I would just say talk. One thing I would say, because I feel like we may or may not be in those same shoes. I don't think to that extent, I hope.
No.
Or I wouldn't say to that extent.
No, I guess I can relate in some way, and where it comes where like I come to like from past relationship where like I was like a switch, right? And I know Syra, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Syra in the past or on lives or on videos, she'll say like I'm a pillow princess, right? And it's kind of depends on what relationship you're in. Like I was never like a pillow princess until I met Syra. I'm not saying that Syra is not like a touch me not, but it's not like what I'm used to. So at first, it kind of was a problem for me because I'd be like, what the hell? Like, I'm gay. You know, I'm listening for a reason. But again, we communicated and it's what we came to an agreement, whatever works for us or works for the relationship. So that's what she means. Like, it's not to that extent, obviously, because if it was, we're about to make 8 years together, we would have like just split because she likes what she likes and I like what I like. Yeah. But it's something that I expressed to her and kind of like we work things out, you know?
Yeah.
So.
My thing would be, don't nag. If you do bring up the topic, don't bring it up as a nag. Because that's really, it's really irritating, and then it sets the tone for the rest of the conversation. And I bring it up by personal experience. Because, you know, me can be very vocal and very upfront, and I love that about her, but sometimes she comes at you like, what the fuck, I need my...
Oh, hell no, Syra. Hell no.
No, I'm gonna leave that on. But I'm saying, like, sometimes when you approach a situation that is already like a sensitive topic, the way you approach it matters, is what I'm trying to say. And as the person that's usually the one being, and I'm gonna use this word, but it's just for the lack of better terms, attacked, it's just a shitty situation to be on that end of the stick, being asked for more, and then just being asked for it in a rude way.
Yeah, and I guess it can come like that when you are already sexually frustrated. When you kind of like, okay, I've been throwing little nice hints here and there, and you're just not getting it. And I guess before it gets to that, like, just have that conversation, because I feel like you are starting to get a little sexually frustrated. Mm-hmm. So, like, once you're sexually frustrated, you're just sexually frustrated the fact that your partner is not doing what you want your partner to do. Like, that's part of being in a relationship. So I guess just communicate that, like Syra said, and approach it in a better way. Because yeah, once you're kind of like sexually frustrated, it can just come out however, you know. And I guess that, like Syra said, that can,
it just sets the tone for the rest of the conversation.
It sets the tone for the rest of the conversation.
That would be my only advice here, aside from obviously the breaking up is a little too drastic of an advice that I gave, but I was being more of a black and white, and then I was letting her do the gray area on this, because both sides are right. Like the communication, the part of that she spoke on her end about communicating and talking it out, and, you know, boundaries and what your needs are, yada yada. So she did that. I did let's put it into perspective that you already spoke to somebody, to them. So, and it still hasn't changed. So that's why I say, like, break up. I was just being devil's advocate here, I guess. When you approach it, like, don't approach it as a complaint, as like hard tone, like as a nag, more of a need, you know, like it's better to approach somebody like, hey, I need this from you, rather than, hey, well, why the fuck haven't you, or why the fuck haven't you? You know, it's just two different tones, and it's two different ways that the conversation could go. It could go smooth, or it can go with the other person reacting based on how you're attacking them. So that would be
yes, girl. Yes. But thank you again for sharing that, and I hope things get better. With that being said, I'm going to read your horoscope. And today your horoscope is Monday, January 20th. And it says, trust your intuitions. It's your tip of the day. And then it says, today, Pisces, the intense energy of the Scorpio moon urges you to dive deep into your feelings and motivations. You may feel intuition which can guide you towards a personal revelations. Embrace these emotions as they can lead you to profound insights. This day is ideal for self-reflection and transformative discussions. Transformative discussions. Embrace your creativity and intuition as they may spark new ideas or help you make insightful connections with others. It is a powerful day for personal growth and understanding. Remember to navigate your emotions with care. While it's natural to feel intensively, strive for balance. Use this energy to connect with your inner self and those around you, but don't let overwhelming feelings dictate your actions.
Yeah, girl. Don't let those hormones dictate your actions.
Yeah.
And don't let the horneada.
Yeah, girl. Because I know, like, sometimes you let those emotions like fully control you. So it says like use those energy to connect with your inner self and like really reflect on what you want, and you know what I mean, like if you really want to make this relationship work or not. If it's not for you, you know, like you said, you never really been with a full mass person, so it kind of like it says connect with your inner self and those around you. And don't let the overwhelming feelings dictate your actions. So I've said really sit down and think. And obviously when you have that conversation, if you haven't yet, with your partner. And let me see right here. It says, it is a powerful day for personal growth and understanding. So also understand where she comes from. And like, you know, and I hope that you guys both can understand each other. Like you like what you like. And like I said, and she likes what she likes. But does it mean that you guys can't meet somewhere, right? I don't know. I'm sure that you have more other than this going on in your life, and I don't know if you felt this horoscope relatable or not, which I hope that you did. In whatever aspect of your life, I hope that you embrace this and take whatever advice you can from this horoscope. Amen. And it says, obviously, I don't know if your birthday's next month, girl, or in March, but happy early birthday. Yoo-hoo! Feliz cumpleaños a ti.
Feliz cumpleaños a ti. I hope your cheeks get clapped. You know what? I hope you clap cheeks.
Dang. I like it.
Te deseo clapping cheeks all of 2025.
May the cheeks be clapped.
May the cheeks be clapped by you, little lady.
Oh, amigas. Well, with that being said, I think we're gonna end it here. Next week though, we will be back with 2 stories. I know lately we've been doing one because we've been getting to the conversations real deep of topic of the day and what we've been doing and all that. So let me know also in the comments down below. Let me, if you're watching this on YouTube, and I think can you leave comments on Spotify and Apple Podcasts? Yeah. Whatever comments. Leave the comments. I will read all of them. Let me know if you guys want longer podcasts, shorter podcasts, or what do you guys like? What do you guys prefer? And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to YouTube and
leave a review if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
And follow. You can follow on there. So follow, add it to your library. I don't know. Girl.
Notifications on, whatever it is that it tells you to do, you do it.
You do it, girl. You know, and for the ones that just watch or listen without following and subscribing.
What the fuck?